So, hello and welcome, and I should be live, I hope I am. It's always that 15-second delay that's a bit of a pain. So, Happy New Year to everyone, and this is basically a follow-up from where I showed me building a bit of the system, and I thought, well, okay, I need to do my hydraulic brakes, which I've been itching to get figured out, but I had to wait for parts. And luckily on Friday I got my new Suzuki GSX 750 rear master cylinder and my 1000 psi transducer. So I thought, right, let's throw it together. So I haven't finished it, work in progress, none of the still's been done, I haven't finished doing the whole back cover, but I wanted to test the system. So basically, we're going to have to play a bit with the cameras right now because I haven't really set them up. I'm in fact using the mount for my second camera for the body movement harness, so which I'll be doing a video of this week with luck. But basically, I'm going to have to play with the cams and hope that OBS is going to be nice and let me start games and it'll show them, because it can be a bit of a, OBS can be funny at actually showing what you've got on screen when you start a game. Sometimes it will come up, sometimes it doesn't. So if there's a blank screen, you'll have to excuse me. You're going to have to move the camera around a little bit so that you get different views, and I will show you the system in a bit. I haven't done the cabling for the foot controls. I just did a makeshift quick just to test, make sure the shifter was working, make sure the brake was working. Having a bit of a problem with the rear brake, which I'll show you in a second. Basically it boils down to, because it's not a full braking system, there's no bleed valve, which makes it very hard to bleed all of the air out of the system. And although it's a very small, compact system, got to get all that air out. And I'm just having a bit of a problem because the way it's designed to keep it compact, the shipping and everything, makes it very difficult. So basically, I'm going to show you this now. When I've relit my cigarette, which continually go out. So, as I said, I'm going to have to do a bit of camera work. Right, so this is the new rear brake, which is also GSX 1000, so Suzuki once again, aftermarket. But as you can see, basically we have transducer here. Now, because of this elbow, because of all these different levels, trying to get the air out is a bit hard, so I need to come up with something. But obviously it's all about cost, so we're having a bit of a problem, but we will get there. Hi Gren, thanks for joining me, mate. So basically, like I say, very hard with the camera, very nice and compact, should be very good to actually, there's going to be a plate coming here which will protect this from shipping and when it's actually in use. You've got to send the laser guy, got to send new designs, get that plate made up. So I'm still designing that bit at the moment to protect that. But that's basically that. And then of course we've got on the other side, like I say, this is all makeshift cabling. Then we've got our shift system here, which is downshift, upshift, and it's a purely mechanical switch gear. There's nothing in there, so no actual switches, it's pure mechanical. And it actually gives a feel like on a real bike where you've got that notch of hitting the gear, that actually you feel it. So it's makes it feel a lot better, and it's a bit more positive as well. So that's basically the rear system. When I move the camera, I'll show you the front, but obviously I don't want to keep moving the camera around too much. what I'm just going to basically do is, I've been at GP Bikes. I've also now managed to make it so that I can do it in X360 CE. I've had to switch around where I have certain axes because obviously you can't adjust like I did on the rear brake before, where I could adjust the potentiometer to centre it. Can't do that with a hydraulic brake. So now what I've done is I've put both of those are in fact now on the triggers. So when the system thinks it's an Xbox 360 controller, it thinks it's the actual triggers. So works fine. I have to centre the throttle though. That's the one point. So when you set it up and get it set up in Windows, do your calibration, then go into X360 CE and then centre the throttle. So that's no problem whatsoever. It means you just have to take the system off, screwdriver, put it in, adjust it. I'll make a video how to do that. Not complex, not rocket science, but that's that. So yeah, of course you never actually saw the system put together, so I can now actually show you the Hs3. This is more the I'm trying to work on the smaller buttons, which are more like MotoGP, but I haven't finished the design for the rear covers, so these ones aren't wired up yet. But so you can see how the new Hs3 systems look with the clutch and brake levers. I'm going to pop this down and I will disappear, and everything else will go a bit funny. So first of all, you can see this is the basic system now. I can say these are now the new multicoloured. Instead of just being red and black, we now made it so they're colour coordinated like you would have on MotoGP bikes. But that's not going to be standard for yet. That's something I'm working on. So for now it's still going to be just the red and black ones like those down there. And now these mount directly off the brake perch because otherwise there's just no space. And these are now full metal. So these are metal plating that's laser cut. And then we have, I just love this brake unit. So this is our hydraulic brake unit, which is adjustable for distance from the lever. You can't really see it so much on camera, but it does make a bigger difference. And you can see, so you can see how much movement. There's a little bit of movement, and then you're building pressure. That's fully bled, but that's how the actual master cylinder works. So a small amount of movement, and then you're on pressure, and that's where it starts building, and that's literally purely pressure. Then we've got matching clutch on the other side, which is once again got the adjuster, and that's, so I've got it nice. So I've got 2 fingers, and it's got a nice feel to it, and being dog leg does make it feel good. So, and as you can see, I'm still working. It's still full steel, hasn't been painted. Had to redo the cutout for the transducer, but it was just a case of making a few cuts and then bending it, fit it in perfectly. So we're just gonna stick this over here and bring it up. You can see I've basically got it set up. Cables everywhere, things a mess, and excuse me, Darren. Oh, Darren, Happy New Year to you. Darren's from Australia. Yes, and I'm just literally doing the front brake test. So, and obviously, Darren, this is something that you'll be interested in. Because obviously, I've ordered my stuff, got it in, and I'm just in testing now. So, without further ado, I'm going to minimize my camera window, see if we can get this right, doing it live. So minimize that and shove it over there. Come on, a little bit smaller. And then we are going to start up GB Bikes and hope that OBS. Yeah, I've still got a lot to do, and like I said, yes, okay, GB Bikes came up, thank goodness. Right, okay, and as those of you who know me, you know I love my CBR 900s. I need coffee, so 1 second. Right. I don't know if I'm just going to go on A1. Nürburgring, so Nordschleife is a bit long. I mean, I suppose we could go on Nordschleife and see, but then I'm not sure how that is streaming. I'll give it a go, see if we can just go on get up on the green hell. The Grüne Holle. Right, where are we? See, you can see we've got quite a few tracks in GP Bikes. Where is it? Nordschleife, I think. No, we've got Nords, LS, NDS. I can't remember which one's which. Oh my goodness, I think it's NDS. Just Nord NDS, I think. Oh damn it, I can't remember. Yeah, I think this is the right one. So it may take a little bit of time for this to load up, and I hope we don't get any Core EXE. We will find out. I'm not going to ride hard or anything. It's simply a case of gonna just take her for a spin. Let's say I think this is the version from I'm not going to go fast because if I'm talking I will crash. And because I do need to concentrate, especially on Nordschleife, I mean. So it's really just a case of not going balls out. And you can hear my brakes coming on. So I'm not going to go balls out or anything. Just poodle around Nordschleife there. And I haven't ridden this bike around here, so it's a case of I've no idea how things are, and I'm learning this braking system, so because it is totally different, it does feel very much more natural, and it's a case of, like I said, there's that little bit of play at the start, which is the master cylinder allowing you to get on the lever so you know you're pulling it, which you've got on a lot of bikes. But once you've got that biting point, then it's all about pressure. So, you can't see I'm trying to smoke a cigarette coming through it at the moment while I'm yakking as well. But, I mean, this is where I'm riding one hand, you can see it. It's just nice and chilly. I really need to change my field of view because it's kind of not right. As you can see, I'm still one-handed at the moment while I'm smoking. But H has done a beautiful version of this for GP Bikes, ported from it's Seracosa. I'm not sure on the braking points. There's so many different versions. It's hard sometimes to really tell the difference. And I'd say, oh, I've come in there. No. Getting a bit wobbly. Now, I don't know about the bumps or anything on the track, so it's a case of I'm trying not to crash in front of everyone. So yeah, I am going slow and that, but I'd say this is basically just to see how the brakes feel, and they do feel very good. Still got to bleed that rear one, but we're basically like on a Sunday poodle. But even sitting on the couch, it feels so good. Of course, I am actually having to lean. And I don't know about the curbs here. I think the curbs are very unbike friendly. So, I really don't want to get on the curb. So, like I say, I really need to learn the track again. Funnily enough, in the 458 Italia, I can get around here pretty quick, but on a bike, it's really the first time without practicing it. Oh, I do like these brakes. I really do. I've got a lot more control. It does feel a lot more natural. On the outside of the curb, so in real life it's got that bloody dip. I think this is the last curve where you've got to watch it before you get the fastest set. This just feels so nice and relaxing. As I say, I mean, we're not going stonking or anything, but I hope my volumes are good. Can someone tell me my volumes are alright? I really don't want to have to look over at read the other screen. I love the way this track's been made. I do have to learn it, but it's fun. Problem is, oh no, we're going to lose it. Yeah. Okay. Oh, stalled it. Helps if I put it in gear. Try not to spin it on the grass. Oh well. It's not quite what I remember from it's very different. Oh bloody hell, I'm already. You see, I didn't realise I'd already come up to the first carousel. I thought I had a couple of curves more to go. Oh well. It's slightly different. And the bike is the bike is not even set up. So thank you all. Nice to know that this sounds good. This is not quite the same kind of layout as I'm used to. Mind you, it could be because vegetation, I can't remember it being like that. You know what? It looks like I've jumped the track somehow and gone backwards. I have. Because this, yeah, somehow I've managed to go backwards. Oh well, whatever. I don't know if we can actually get into a bit of a replay. Right. No, you see, this is not the Nordschleife that I wanted because it doesn't have the cam. Bummer. So we won't do that. Yeah. Okay. Right, go back to the bit. That was actually the wrong version. I needed LS. So unfortunately, I kind of cocked up. But anyhow, that was basically to give you a bit of a show of the brakes. But just so you can see, we're going to pop into ride 2. Yeah, I can get my mouse to bloody work. So the screen will go blank for you for a second while I get ride 2 to actually start up. Ding, right, come on. I think it has to wait till it gets to the loading screen. There we go. So, get rid of that. So, Gren, I hope you had fun working on your Triumph, mate. In fact, we're going to go for a spin on the, I'm going to take out the Speed Triple R. I love it. I love the old Speed Triple R. Now, I hope the controls should be set up. We're just basically going to kill that button there. Is a bit temperamental. Right. I suppose we could go a Nordschleife from here, couldn't we, on the Speed Triple? I know at some point I'm going to have to make a coffee though. So, well, just do it. Of course, I've got it in race as well, haven't I? Oh, I didn't think about that. It won't be me just on my own, but not to worry. Yes, it works with MotoGP 17. Works very well with it. Actually demoed it for Dorna at this year's MotoGP at Silverstone. And actually, yes, we used MotoGP 17 and GP bikes. So it works very good in MotoGP 17. Really does bring the game to life. In fact, what I'm going to do is, because I do need a coffee, I'm going to quickly grab a coffee while you're watching my pretty Triumph. It won't take me long, believe me, I'll be back in a sec. Get around my room. I know it's terrible, someone making coffee while it's live streaming. But that's why it's called live streaming, isn't it? Come on, Gail, hurry up. Why is it called instant coffee when it's not instant? You have to boil the kettle. Try and get over without spilling my coffee, having to climb over everything. Get about. One second, yeah. I changed all the fairing and everything on the Triumph. Oh, cool, man. Just going to press proceed. I'm not going to worry about racing with these guys. We'll let them bugger off. I need to read this. Yeah, I like Aquapovics, man. I love Aquapovics. Love the sound and what they do for a bike. So yeah, it's like so I'm going to let these guys bugger off. Pistol 73, Graham, yes, Pistol 73. So you know Graham then, Wally? Because yeah, he had to go on the sit-on system as well. Because I had the desktop system there and the sit-on system. And Graham, he got on both of them. Now he loved it, he said he liked it. So it's like, oh, and I've just realised everyone's buggered off, right, so... Of course there's no clutch in this, which is the one thing I hate. Right, I can actually turn trajectory on, so you can see in the trajectory when I'm pressing the brakes. I hate bloody having the trajectory there, it really is off-putting. And I've still actually, because I've just built this system, I haven't set it up fully with X360, so my steering is a bit unresponsive to what it should be. So I think what I might do is actually go off of here and go on to another track, which I think is probably going to be a bit more fun. No, that's the wrong one. Review. I need it. That's the one. I'd say the controller allows me to actually navigate through milestone games as well. Come on, back, change track. Oh, press the wrong bloody button. Dig. Just go to one that I like. Simple, short, just have a bit of fun. I'm not sure if I'm really set up properly. I did things kind of quick. I've been busy, I had other stuff to do, so I didn't really get too much time to set up for today. So it's a case of just have a blast and see. Right. So stop yakking and ride, Alan. I can really do with the volume being a bit louder because I can't really hear me bike properly. I do like the new slip shift system. It's taken a bit of getting used to these brakes. They are a lot sharper basically the best way to explain it is like riding an old BSA with drum brakes is what my cable systems are like, and then having this is with the hydraulics, it's really like getting onto a new bike. See, I'm talking too much and not riding properly. Totally the wrong gears. Actually, oh, you bitch, get off my rear tyre. I had that last time, right on my rear tyre, son of a cat. Oh, damn, am I first? Or is there some other guy? Oh no, I'm first. That's better. I hate... Oh, get off my rear tyre, bitch. They are sluts in this game for that. I don't want to be first. I hate being first. Come on, overtake me. I think I must have changed the settings. It's on far too low at the moment. Oh well. I like to have bikes around me. That's the fun of it. Plus it looks better on the screen. Get out of it. And I actually did one thing today. I went in Assetto Corsa because I downloaded a couple of tracks, and I can use this system in Assetto Corsa to drive, same with Project Cars. And I did actually write to Simply Mad Studios. Actually sent them a 17-page letter about are they going to do Project Bikes, which would have been brilliant. But they took like a month, and then a secretary answered me saying, no, we're not doing it. Basically, that was it. But it's a shame because if you could imagine the graphics and the tracks and that from Project Bikes, from Project Cars, would have been brilliant. Oh, did he pick me? Oh, you bitch, right at the end. Oh, come on, really? Second, he got me right at the end. Can you believe it? Bloody typical. I don't know. Whatever, really. Okay, let me read what's going on here. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Dorna have not got back to me, which has really kind of been bad. So I have been hoping they'd get back, but they just still haven't got back to me. So whatever's going on there, I do not know. Obviously, that's just the way they work. But if Gren's here, I'm hoping to meet with Gren from Holidays. And demonstrate my system to them. I thought I'd let the replay go because I don't know about you, but I love replays, especially in Ride. It's like 3D modeling is lovely. Why is it showing that dude and not me? Okay, really? I mean, so what button? Okay, see, I don't know. Right, what button changes the rider? Oh, I see. That one? Oh, that one does it. Okay, where am I? Come on, where am I? I'm there somewhere. No, that's him. It won't go to me. Great, I can find every bloody rider but me. Come on. Yeah, buggers. There I am. Okay, got me eventually. Why I've got white leathers on, I'm not sure. Because me and white does not match. We do not go together. Everything goes black with me. As you can see, I really don't depend on my brakes too much. I actually prefer to use the gearbox. – 16 tons of concrete. Yeah, that's not exactly mobile, is it? Yeah, I've spoken with Mike, who's down in Bournemouth. So basically, we've got to sort out about him driving up. He'll then pick me up, and we'll come up with 2 systems for you. So you'll see one without the hydraulics, and then this one with the hydraulics. So I'll have this done by then. And then basically, obviously, we'll talk about how we can implement it with the motion platform. Now, one thing is I haven't actually tried this in the crew. And I've got a really nice Ducati in the crew. Be quite interesting to see how this actually goes in the crew, so I might do that live next. Just to see how it actually works, because the crew doesn't use X360 CE, it just uses direct controller input. So it'd be interesting to see how it accepts the hydraulic brakes. And obviously in the crew it's got a bit more adjustment in the actual game itself. So that could be quite interesting. Of course, the one problem with the crew is they utilise the handbrake for the rear brake, which is, it's just so violently sharp. It's unbelievable. I can't believe that guy got me. That was just like, really? Right, so we'll go there. Continue. Right, and we'll go out there. Yes. So you'll get a blank screen while I am looking for the crew. Where are you? That's it there. Oh, why does it have to install patches now? Come on. Really? Logging in, initializing, preparing to launch your game. Yeah, we'll just launch it, come on. I hope this actually shows up. So OBS can be very funny. Oh, and Gren, I will bring up the, obviously with VR, you've got, you know, how you're using it on the system. Mike's been using VR. I think he's got the Oculus Rift he's been using with GP bikes. So you can actually use GP bikes with VR, which obviously for you is very important. Also, you can mod it, which is another big thing. But he knows a bit about it. But I'll also bring up the body tracking system so that you can see how that works. Right, come on, come on. I'll probably have to go in and do a quick controller setup, because basically what happens is Leo Bodner boards, they have, each one has its own ID number. Yeah, you see, you've got to set this up. Right. Handbrake is what we use for rear brake. Then we need to change the camera. We're gonna use that one. Not worry about any of that. Sync smartphone, we use that. Okay. Yeah, why those? Yeah, you see, this was set up for my last one. Right, we need, yeah. I'm not going to bother setting up the clutch yet. That looks weird. Right, I think we've got the basics. Yes, for save. New. Okay, I'm just reading what you've written, people. Yeah, but it's good if it is quite violent, because you do need that quick change, which I've seen a lot of motion systems. I didn't use my green button for accept, so I haven't really got everything set up. Bollocks. Oh dear. Okay. Back. Yeah, we need to set up the rest of our buttons. Oh, how do I do this? F3, F7. Then I think we hit escape. So I haven't got me buttons set up like I should do. Who I'm down in Miami.
I killed her. Stone
right.
To beat you out of the game, we can start claiming territory.
I want to go get my Ducati. Which is the mobile garage. Ducati Monster 1200. Yes, okay. I didn't do the change view, damn it. Oh, shut up. Right, not happy with the brake. The brake doesn't seem to be working, so we need to go in the control setup. Sorry people, but there's something going on. Gearbox manual. Right. I think it's because I don't have it vicious enough. Camera, look forward. Change view is what we want, isn't it? Change camera. I wonder where you change camera. That one, okay. We need game controls. Which ones accept? I can't find the buttons. Oh, here we go. Validate. Cancel. Okay, so right, I want to change my view. Whoa. Yeah, brake, front brake, back brake works really sharp, but the front brake is being a pain in the bottom. I think it's the next one. Steering sense, brake linearity. Where is the? There is one for throttle, brake sensitivity. So is that the sensitivity? Don't want no dead zone. Oh, bollocks. I can't figure out why. I really got to pull on the brake. No, it's not going to work in this, and I think I just buggered that up. So I think what it is, I've got to figure out why the front brake is not, it's just not feeling it right. So we are going to basically call it a day there, I think, because there's obviously in the ride, for some reason, it's not accepting the brake as it should do. So that is a real shame. Well, but I think you've seen basically how things go, and I'm gonna get my cam up here, try to be straight again, and get it upright. Obviously, I've got things to sort out, but wanted to do the basics of having the brakes up, get it working, and make it something a little bit bigger. And it's getting there, but it's a case of it's really not easy to do. A lot of the times it's work in progress, you know, but that one program there, obviously it's something to do with the sensitivity. Windows is really funny when it comes to the hydraulics, but as you saw, I mean, in GP Bikes and Ride, we had no problems there. It's just that one particular one. So I need to quickly see what people are writing. Yeah, crashing may mean crashing. I missed that part, Gren. Yeah, body tracking is basically, it's head tracker, which is the head tracking system. I mount it on the shoulder. So you're actually getting that lean as you should do. So it really does change it. Yeah, Darren, it's right now. It's a case of I've got to finish my full testing with the hydraulics because I want to make sure everything works, and I've got to think about shipping, everything like that, which has been one of those things, you know, that's been a bit of a pain to figure out. But luckily Valvoline makes that non-hazardous 5.1 brake fluid, so that's okay for shipping. But I need to test, make sure that all the components work, function, do what they're supposed to do. And like you just saw in the Crew, for some reason it didn't feel like it was working. But I could see it was starting to work, but it didn't have that same effect that it had in the Ride and GB bikes, which is really weird. So it might just be a case of figuring out how the game settings have to be adjusted. But these are things I need to know before I ship, because I want to make sure it works in everything. And that, so no, we'll definitely figure that out. But anyhow, so that was basically just wanted to do a quick live demo of how the brakes work. We will figure everything out eventually, get it there. It's just a case of working at it. And eventually I'll get there. So I'm hoping to do the body tracking system as well this week. So do a demo of that. So once I've got that USB cable made for the rear, so for the foot controls, because at the moment I've got those makeshift cables. So I want to get those done, so that's cleaned up, fully wired. Get the body tracking sorted out, so that's all matched in as well. And then I shall make a new video. So, thank you very much for joining me. Once again, Happy New Year to everyone. Like I say, I don't know how long we've actually been going. I see 51 minutes, okay, so it's not too long, but not too short. Basically, I will let you all know when the next video will be up. Should be sometime, probably towards the end of the week. So thank you for joining me once again. Happy New Year and have a wonderful evening. Thank you very much and goodbye. I'll find the right button again. I always lose my button.